Automotastic. If you see me getting close to a vehicle, just shout so I don't step on one. All right, welcome to another episode of AUTOMOTREV. And here we are once again at my home away from home, the mecca of motorsports, the beautiful Monticello Motor Club. And it's a perfect day. We got cars on track, but enough about that. I gotta get into a car that I am so excited about. This is the 2020 Corvette Stingray C8. Now this is an absolute beauty. I mean, you're looking at this car specced out in Sebring orange. It's got the Z51 package, 3LT package. You know, you're looking at a car with 495 horsepower, 465 pounds of torque. This is a 0 to 60 second car, or 0 to 60 mile an hour car. Let's stop. Now, this car is absolutely perfect. As everybody knows, this is the first mid-engine Corvette ever produced. And we want to find out today if this is truly a track car. How is it going to handle? What's the difference from the traditional front engine cars that we come to know and love? Is this really going to be a ton of fun? I mean, that's what I'm trying to find out, because we're looking at a car with 495 horsepower stock, 465 pounds of torque, that's capable of 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. On top of that, you're looking at a curb weight of under 35 or just over 3,500 pounds. But we're not going to talk about reviews today. That's not what AUTOMOTREV's about. We want to generate interest and excitement in a car like this, a car that is revolutionizing the American-made motorsports game. So how is this going to handle? How is this weight distribution going to really feel on a track? And are we going to just merely test drive this car? Not a chance. We're going to run this car live on track in an active session. We're going to put it through its paces. We're going to have a great time with it, and we're going to give you an outside and inside look. But most importantly, we got to answer the question. If you have this car or you're thinking about getting it, you've got it on order, where does it need to be? It needs to be on track. And which track? Monticello Motor Club, hands down. 4.1 miles of the best asphalt you will ever find. So I think enough about that. Let's just get right into it. And by the way, I got my man John behind me on camera, so this is going to be a much better experience. I'm no longer trying to do two things at once. So I think we need to just dive right in. Let's get some looks at this car, let's get it started, and then let's get it on track. Automotastic. All right, so let's get this C8 out on the track. Let's see what this thing is all about. I gotta tell you right off the bat, acceleration is absolutely perfect. It's a nimble machine. Braking is solid. You know, for a car that's 3,500 pounds, really brakes well. And I gotta tell you, you know, the steering into a corner is the definition of precise. I mean, as I'm hitting these turns right now and getting on the apex and I'm giving it throttle, I don't feel that this is tail happy by any means. I mean, this car is absolutely a destructive force when it comes to handling. It feels oddly European, but has this American, you know, throttle response. I mean, as I go into this double apex right here, it is just perfect. And coming out of the corner, I mean, it couldn't be better. It really couldn't. It's tremendous. I mean, your acceleration it's mind-blowing in this car. There is no doubt in my mind. I've driven almost every type of sports car, and this vehicle, hands down, is a true supercar. It is the best of both worlds. If I'm going to deal with American muscle and, you know, get the feel of a mid-engine car, then what better vehicle to do it in than this Corvette C8. I mean, I just can't get over how much fun I'm having driving this. It corners like it's on rails. If you have this car and seriously have not tracked it, if you are thinking about getting this car, if you have this car pre-ordered, get it on a track. This car does nothing on the street compared to what it does handling, you know, decreasing radius turns, elevation, acceleration that just, I mean, with just a little throttle input, you know, you actually throttle steer beautifully with this car. Coming off the brakes is gentle and predictable. Getting on the brakes is very sure-footed, very solid. You know, here as I'm just running the south section of Monticello Motor Club, you know, it's literally just me out here, but look at that acceleration. I mean, absolutely perfect. I couldn't be happier with this vehicle. Now as I head into the front straight, you feel the tail get a little loose, just a little loose, but I mean barely. And as you tap on the brake to position, now it's different. You know, I'm used to tapping on the brake, you know, at certain turns to shift my weight all the way to the front so I can get, you know, traction on my front tires. But what's amazing is this vehicle, since it's a mid-engine car and that 60-40 weight distribution, I don't have to do that. I'm realizing I'm actually slowing myself down every time I do that. It's just something that is so second nature to me when I'm driving a front engine car to tap the brakes to transfer my weight to the front tires. But you really don't have to. This car can be a lot faster than I think many want to believe. Brakes, I mean, really good. Very, very solid brakes in track mode. This car is predictable. But yet it's got a squirrely nature to it. I mean, on the brakes hard, and I don't feel like I'm losing any traction whatsoever. I mean, I feel very good in a car like this. You know, coming out, this is a interesting decreasing radius turn. See, and I did it again. I tapped those brakes again for the second time for no reason at all. I mean, I wish you could see my face right now. I can't stop smiling. And, you know, again, typically in a car like this, you're not having a conversation, but this is exhilarating. I can't believe that this is a Corvette. This is the new standard in a performance vehicle. To get this amount of performance out of a car that is sub $100,000 is unmistakably incredible. You're looking at, again, the Z51 3LT package. Yeah, we have some error on it, which absolutely I could feel the difference. This car has very little body roll. I've got amazing feedback in the steering wheel. I feel like I'm driving an exotic, no question. Getting on this car and really being able to hammer. I'm gonna go one more time around. I mean, just beautiful. But if you could see the incredible, I'm telling you, every time I hit that turn, it just impresses me because this car is on rails. The balance, incredible. Incredible. Hands down one of my favorite, if not the favorite track car. I was driving a Cayman PDK for some time on track, and I loved that car. That car was one of my favorite track cars because of the weight distribution, because of the balance. Wasn't necessarily the fastest car, but this car boasts speed, power, handling, predictability. This is a track monster. You're in a supercar. I don't care if you get the $59,000 base model. This is a supercar, trust me. Hey, it was awesome.
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for real, down for line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for real, down for line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side.
I can talk about this car all day long. I absolutely love it, but look, I got a limited amount of daylight and I need to get this car back on track, so I'm out.